Open water with sharks in it, he gon' swim. Ain't stopping on the groove line. For that money respect, I'm more than willing to shoot.
You are, you have been, you will be under the groove.
Hoover'Z, young hoes, we fly shit. Stash box, property place in the cockpit. Steady mobbing, no politics in the gossip. It's the groove, man, round here, nigga, watch this.
Can't stop it. I love Hoover'Z in the profit. Moving to the set. Tangerine Corvette. Pretty young thing. She a fly roulette. Born in the head. No Russian roulette. Two for the set. Flying on deck. Three hoes waiting online for the deck. Four straps in the stash. I'm down with the shit. Five with the deuce. Six with the dubs. Anybody kill a hella dollars in the cross. 6 city styling. Looking like a dog. Till the 16. My niggas putting on. $1 million dreaming. 8 figures. Give me on the table in case a nigga need a reason.
You will be under the groove.
Okay, so that being said, what was Hoover the first gang you were from that you represented?
Oh no.
Well, and I don't take it, or I don't mean to take it that 8 Ace was not a gang. You know, I don't know, were they Crips or they were just 8 Ace boys, or what were they?
Well, we was just. It wasn't, Crips wasn't even out yet.
Okay, there you go.
They wasn't
all
even
right.
Cribs, or the Crips wasn't even out
Okay.
yet. But
so when you became a Crib or a Crip for the first time, was that with Hoover?
It was just with the East Side period.
Okay.
A lot of people already know from Tail Mac videos, some of the videos I done with you, the interviews and whatnot, knew I was from East Side Council.
There you go.
So I was, before East Side Council came out, I was already claiming just exclusively East Side Crib / Crip, baby Crib. I was a baby Crib, East Side.
Okay.
Wasn't nothing going on the West Side.
Not at all?
Not at all. Anybody who was cripping or was a Crib, they had to come from the West Side to come to the East Side, because everything originated from the East Side.
Gotcha.
And a lot of people don't understand when the Cribs was out, that Raymond Washington started Cribs with a B, then it flipped to the Crib. It was going on for 2 years on the East Side. Wasn't nothing jumping off on the West Side. This all going. So when you ask me about what I originally became, well, I was East Side baby Crib before I became an East Side Castle Crib.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year was this? 70?
This was in
69, 70?
Well, Raymond started the Cribs. He started them in 1969, but I became an East Side Castle Crib at that time in 1970, not way before Hoover came out.
Wow, that's a couple of years at least.
Oh yeah, 2 years. Oh yeah, before Hoover came out.
Yeah.
And all this activity is going on with this Cripism on the East Side. Wasn't nothing going on the West Side.
On the West Side, West Side was quiet.
They was coming, whatever individual was claiming Cribs and Crips off the West Side, they was coming from the West Side over there
to the East Side.
But wasn't nothing going on the West Side for 2 years.
Okay, gotcha. Well, so East Side Castle Cribs or Crips is where you hailed from before you became Hoover.
Exactly. And,
well, how did that?
But let me point this out and see that right there. When the East Side Castle Cribs / whatever came out, that was a downfall. In hindsight, you look back on forced unification, that was a downfall for the Crips.
Okay.
Because that was like one of the first pocket sets that jumped up on the East Side. And you got all these other pocket Crips popping up. That's what destroyed everything. They should have left everything East Side and everything on the West Side, without the A-track.
Without sectioning it off. Okay.
60s on the West. They should have left everything on the West Side, everything on the East Side. West Side Crips, East Side Crips. You know? And then when you look at it, how people's out of control now, you probably right now had if it was like that, you probably had a West Side Crips fighting against the East Side.
East Side, yeah.
Because fools is out of
control. Who
want
the power? You know, who want to control the power?
Yeah.
So, yeah. That being said, how did you becoming involved with Hoover happen? How did that transpire? How did that happened? What occurred?
I don't want to be repetitive, redundant about it. You know,
Well, you know,
like
this for the people that ain't heard the story, all
yeah.
right? Because we're going to get new listeners every day.
Yeah, when I was Eastside Castle Crip, man, Crib or Crip. During that time, you know, like I say before, in case the people that didn't see the interviews earlier interviews and stuff, you know, I was straight up Eastside Castle Crip. But anyway, the Eastside Castle Crips betrayed me. You know, I got caught up at a Swan party and a Swan blood party. I'm the only Crip up in there. You know, they finna kill me up in there. They hated me and I hated them because yeah, it was war between us. Even though I went to elementary school when I grew up with it. So anyway, these same Swans I got into it with was at that Swan party, blood party that night on that Saturday. But anyway, we always report to the council, Eastside Council headquarters 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, every day after school. You go there. It's you was Eastside Council. So when I went to that party, got caught up in that Blood Swan party that Saturday, I went to the Eastside Council Monday. I see some of these same Blood Swans in the motherfucking council, kicking with the Eastside Council Crip. So I'm pointing these fools out and like telling me, the fuck y'all doing up in here? And so all the Eastside Council Crips is tripping on me. So I'm telling them, man, these niggas is the enemy right here. These niggas tried to kill me in the party 2 days ago. And they tell all the Eastside Council, you know, they befriending these other fools. Like, you know, cause we all grew up together. Favoritism going on right now, like I'm a punk and a buster or something. So they defend, they say I'm hallucinating. I said, man, you motherfuckers crazy, man. These niggas is the enemy. So like I said in the past video, I started throwing O's bottles at them fools, kicking them all in their face, stealing on them. Then I'm gonna die. So anyway, that's what made me leave the Eastside Council because they betrayed me from that incident, and I went to Hoover.
But how did that lead you? How did that precipitate you going to Hoover? You know what I mean?
Well, you know, during that time, this coincidentally, it's like the first week, couple of days lead on to the first week, Hoover came out when that incident happened. So I'm already connected to everybody who's is joining Hoover, or when Hoover came out, I'm already connected to these cats. They my dogs. We going to Bethune Junior High School at this time when Eastside Council was out. So we going to Bethune at this time. So when Hoover came out, just coincidentally, and within them couple of days span, I left the Eastside Council and joined Hoover's. I already knew them.
Yeah, okay.
So they were my dogs at Bethune.
Gotcha. Okay.
And someone was council with me.
Okay.
But when Hoover came out, they all turned Hoover, and that's what made me switch over to Hoover and lead the Eastside Council.
And I asked you that because there seem to be two schools of thought on your participation or your originality involved with Hoover. One is that you were day one,
right?
Hoover Crip,
right?
From day one, the inception, and the other is that you helped to establish or create Hoover. That's why I asked you that. Well, the
sure,
latter.
For sure,
yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna
you helped establish it, but you did not help
started,
bring it in its inception.
I'm not
okay,
founder,
got you. Okay.
You know, but after Joe started,
absolutely.
But see, that's why I have some difference with certain grooves. Hoover's to this day, they make it seem like when I came on Hoover, all this shit was established. It wasn't shit established. Man, y'all just was at y'all inception, y'all beginning stage. I helped establish a lot of that shit, man, after Joe founded Hoover. So that's why I came into play on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I don't want to talk about. I never talk about. Certain things is esoteric, certain things is taboo.
That's right.
You know, that shit involved a lot of violence and shit. So I won't talk about it, but I can say,
say less.
I contribute a lot to that, man.
Okay. There you go. Also, you knew EQ Ed from back in the day, and
whatever called.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
man.
We grew up
PT.
Together. Oh yeah, all yeah.
What about Bam?
A little Bam. Oh yeah. We come up
way
together.
back. That's history.
Them,
that's history for sure.
Them was like all the day ones, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And one day, I hope we can get to make trades up in here.
Man, come on, man. It's gonna happen.
In the house.
It's gonna happen, man. ETH, man. Come on. You know you is. Come on. Let me ask you something. What was that like for you coming on to the set? Now you Hoover, and you just said with me, you know, I was part of the establishment establishing this thing, man, etching it in, stone that this is Hoover. What was that like for you? Was there a certain excitement or the gratification?
Well,
How'd you carry that? How was that, man?
I talk about that in my book. You see, like I was on territory I didn't know about. I had to learn all the alleys.
That's right.
Getaway spots.
That's
the
right.
Rooftops and all
Oh,
that
the
shit.
topography. You had to
So
get
I
in.
was
Yeah.
like on a, I had to do a whole reconnaissance on everything.
Right.
It was like I was just on new terrain. So I was excited, but then I was kind of hesitant about it. But I had
hesitant. Why? What do you mean? You were hesitant?
But about my decision
to be
leaving the council because I was so
to become
used to that
okay.
territory.
Okay.
But I don't want to say that like that, man. It's a long story, man. Because a lot of the castle territory, I didn't never know that. That growing up over there,
yeah,
where the castle was at off of 78th Central, I didn't grow up over there either.
Okay.
So I just go straight to the council. We go to parties on the weekend.
Okay, got you.
There 5 days a week.
Yeah.
As far as the council neighborhood,
yeah,
I didn't know it.
You didn't
like
know
that.
the shortcuts and shit like okay, got you.
So when I got to Hoover, here I go again. I got to figure all this shit out.
Right,
These alleys, these shortcuts and whatnot, man.
Yeah, that's important. To not know them is detrimental. You end up so you be caught. You better know the cuts. So all right, man. Yeah, I always wanted your take on that, TS. How did you see yourself, or how did you, if for such a thing, how did you feel about being a Hoover at that time, and how did it sit with you? I always wanted to ask you that.
Wait, but after the first couple of months, it felt brilliant, felt good because I wasn't with them traders no more.
Right.
I was
right.
I was finna pave a new path, man. And moving
there you go.
In different directions, felt good, man. Because, like I say, I was already connected to all the Hoovers that joined Hoover'Z.
Right, you knew them from the jump.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So look, man. I like I said, I talked to UGs, man. It's a plethora of just information, insight I get from you dudes, man, and it's totally different from what we went through because you guys had already set the shit down. You know what I mean? You'd already set the stage, and we feel like we were the production. You know what I mean? At y'all sister, we went in and did what we did based upon how y'all did shit. Those founders, Joe, TC, Papa Boom, JC, you were cool with all these. You know them personally.
Solid in the rock. Yeah. Come up with them.
Give me some feedback. How were you and Joe?
Damn Joe crazy. Joe, man. Joe, he has American ways. He gonna accuse me of American ways too. But anyway, man, me and Joe was solid, man.
Yeah.
Always. We was always solid. We had a fallout.
Two generals.
We had a couple of fallouts. Serious fallouts. Almost came to blows in the middle of the street in front of the 74 Hoover Shack. But I don't want to get into it. But anyway, like him that damn book again.
Yeah.
But anyway, me and Joe, you know what man Joe major difference it was?
What's that?
His modus operandi was totally different than mine.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. And I told him about it. That's how we got
so go and give me that story, right? Well,
so, like man, certain leaders from Hoover, man, you had a lot of leaders and all that shit.
That's right.
Anyway, we had our own crew.
Yeah.
Our own man, what I didn't like about Joe, this is where we fell out. When Joe rolled down on the enemies, he got to say his name. Over Joe, say 4th Street, give him his phone number, everything. And I tell him, bro, why you do that shit like that? You telling him where you at. Man, hey, Joe went ballistic on me about that, man. We fell out behind that, man. You got to tell him your phone number, your address. Wow. So me and Joe came to us that, man, you do your thing and I do my thing. I said, okay, that's how. But don't get me wrong, though. It wasn't number love between me and Joe.
Right.
I came over to Joe's house like 6 days a week. Before we even go to Shay, I told you I sit in his house why he, you know, if Joe was a pretty boy, he put the rollers. So I sit there for about 3 hours waiting on his ass. Every day.
Every day.
Then we got to walk Strawberry home, his queen.
Yeah,
every night.
And she's been in the comments of, man, people love Strawberry.
Yeah,
Man.
that's
So
the
what's
home
up with
queen.
you?
That's the home queen.
That was your girl, right?
Yeah. So we got every night, 5 days a week, at least 5 days a week at the minimum. We got to walk Strawberry home. We on this side of the street. Joe is all cuddled up, you know, gloves on with Strawberry. So we over here. We got the tools over here. We strapped up and everything. 5 days a week. We walk
every day.
Every day. Way over from Hoover all the way to Western.
Yeah.
But we had it though. Yeah.
Right.
But that's what me and Joe relationship. There was no love between us. He had his crew, I had my crew. That's just what it was.
And speaking of relationships with homies, man. So how was your relationship with other homies from other Hoover sets? You know what I mean? From 43rd on down to, you know, the 107th, or, you know, all the way from Trade to the one way. Man, what was your interaction relationship like with those individuals, our loved ones from them?
It was all good, bro.
Yeah.
It was all good. Man, I gotta keep some comments.
Yeah, well,
but anyway, but it was all good, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care what who block he was.
Okay.
They didn't have nothing bad to say about me.
That's right.
Shit bad to say about
That's
him.
right.
You know, when I came through, man,
it was love and respect.
Nothing but love and respect.
Yeah.
So it
there you
wasn't
go.
I never got in no big ass major beef with no other Hoover blocks, no differences, or nothing. But it's some things that did transpire. I don't want to speak on.
Yeah, say less.
Here.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say, man, I'm always give my props to Lil Ani from 107.
For sure. That's
Pookie.
right.
They don't talk about Pookie. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Them was my guys from the 7, man.
Ani was your dude,
man.
Everybody loved Ani,
that
man.
That guy killed me in so much shit when he was driving that damn 6-7 Chevy, that pink with the Magnificent 7, pink and white. Man, he killed me in so much trouble because I had a white tray at the time.
Okay.
And you know, Lil Ani is younger than Moo, his brother.
Yeah.
So when I go to their house, I always go see Lil Ani study Moo.
Right.
Me and Moo was close.
Yeah.
But I used to mess with Lil
Ani.
Ani was about the business.
Yeah.
Moo was about the business,
but not like Ani.
Ani was about the business, man. He was something else, man.
Just you saying that remind me. I sat with Lil Red from Salo. He said, man, Ani, man, kept me in shit.
She did.
Kept me in shit, man.
He had me so caught up in stuff, man.
Yeah.
And I regret some of the stuff he had me caught up in because it was against other Crips.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her, I said, man, I don't, man, it's a trip, man. Us from out the 70s and the 80s, we didn't function like them out the 100s. Because they had beef with other Crips like that.
Right.
But we had to support them. I mean, like,
was a homeboy,
on some spontaneous shit happened on the spot.
Yeah.
Just going down there, hooking up, with them and meeting, and we going on some predatory type of stuff. We weren't doing it like that, man. But yeah, Lil Ani was something else, man. He wasn't no joke, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I listen to Red, man, and Red just light up when he talk about Ani, man, and shit that Ani had them in, or just how he was as an individual, man. Aside from the activities, he was a good dude.
Hey, and I'm telling you, man, them Lennox boys, they were scared of Ani.
Yeah.
Ani wasn't no joke.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, man? Shit. I want to ask you. You said you come from the East Side. You understand. Where you come from. You know your history, man, better than some. You know what I mean? Let me ask you about your school days. You said you attended Bethune.
Right.
Yeah.
All 3 years.
All 3 years. So you graduated from Bethune.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. At what point did you? Well, you graduated from Bethune. Did you go youth authority or what happened? When did you hit youth authority? Before you went to high school or after?
After.
Okay. So what high you attended Fremont?
Yeah, I went to once I left Bethune after 3 years, I went to high school Fremont. Only last 2 weeks got into with them Blood Swans.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Then they sent me to Crenshaw High School.
You went to Crenshaw?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But that's something I want to ask you then. How was that? Who was at that school at the time? Who was at Crenshaw High at the time when you went there? And did you go there by yourself?
No.
Because I hear stories say when Hoover goes somewhere, they go in mass.
Oh yeah. That's how you heard right. That's how I went up in.
Tell me that.
Back in them days, we talking about like 73. That's when I got kicked out of Fremont High School.
Okay.
I went to Crenshaw High School. So I took about 10 home loved ones with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we pushed, move, groove, roll, whatever y'all want to call that stuff
Mhm.
now, man. That's how we did it back in the day. You just don't be checking up in no high school by yourself.
Right.
Man, you checking up in enemy territory. So you
Yeah,
take
right.
care of your loved ones, your homeboys
Right.
with you. So when I think I got kicked out of Fremont, I checked in Crenshaw High School in 73. You know, your mothers, got to check you in. But
Mhm.
like I say, before on the past video, all our mothers is up in the office checking us all in. Our mothers don't even know.
Don't
We
know that
each
y'all.
other, and we got this plot going on. Anyway, man, I checked in the Crenshaw in 73, man.
Mhm.
And this when I met all the ones that's claiming 60s right now. When I checked into Crenshaw High School, man, they was in their beginning stages of claiming 60s,
Okay.
or RSC, NAC.
Mhm.
They was in their beginning stages, man. And we was already established. We was all kind of pretty much established
Mhm.
already. So we checked in, bro. The first day, these little bitty motherfuckers coming at us, talking about our big homie said, y'all got to get out to school by Friday, y'all bloods or something. So we asked him, who the hell are your homeboys? I said, we ain't no blood. We West Side Hoover Crips.
Yeah.
So you go tell your homeboys that, whoever they is. And so, so then the next day they come, these little fools supposed to be in elementary school, hang out in high school with their homeboy. So I said, look,
Oompa
man,
Loompas, right here.
man, the second time they came, hey,
Yes.
bro, the second time they came, I said, man, look, man, I done told y'all already, man. They telling us, our homeboys say y'all got to be out to school by Friday. I said, okay, we'll be out by Friday. Okay, don't worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Then I said, matter of fact, the Bloods is right there because me and the love, when we'd have done a whole reconnaissance of this whole school,
Right.
Ask questions, everything.
Right.
The Bloods is the Van Ass Brims, or they was the Van Ass V&G, Van Ass.
Yeah.
They hanging out at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
This the setup was going on. The Crips is over here, and so all the ones who became rolling 60s, they hanging out on the side of the girls' gym.
Mhm.
Shoot dice. That's their hangout spot.
Okay.
And that's where we saw these little young individuals approaching us, telling them about what they home. So we watched them. I tell the love one, yeah, we're going, okay, that's where they big homies at. We're gonna approach them fools any day now.
Yeah.
So they kept telling me we gotta be out of school by Friday. So I told a little young motherfucker, I said, look, man, you tell your homeboy the Bloods is over there. Nigga, we Crips, Hoover Crips, nigga, West Side. At
Yeah.
that. So anyway, we met them on Thursday.
Yeah.
We went up.
Didn't wait
there.
till Friday.
Oh no, we didn't wait till Friday. We had a meeting, the 10 loved ones.
Yeah.
Man, we had about 14 guns on us.
You serious?
Most of us had 2 guns apiece.
All right.
Oh, we pushed up on these is
Yeah.
60s.
Mhm.
They not actually saying rolling 60 at that time, but
Yeah.
it was all rolling 60 Crips, NAC neighborhood Crips.
Mhm.
They trying to formulate their thing. They trying to bring their structure about. So, man, we pulled out so many guns on them. I said, man, look, man, who the fuck is y'all? This is us. We West Side Hoover Crips, bro. We ain't no motherfucking Bloods. Bloods is over there.
Mhm.
We ain't going nowhere. What y'all talking about? Bro, from that point on, that's what solidified our bond with the Rolling 60s, bro.
That right there, that
Yeah.
incident.
They might try to deny it or whatever.
Well, why would they? That well, there could be a number of reasons. Let me ask you something. Who do you recall? You don't mind me asking, that was there, that's a reputable from 60 or a founder or whatever that recall that, or don't necessarily have to say yeah that happened, but who you remember being there?
I can't necessarily pinpoint who was, all the names was there, the
Mhm.
faces. I can't necessarily say that, right? But one thing about it, that's what solidified our bonds
With them, okay.
with the 60s. You know,
Mhm.
they idolized us after that. They
Mhm.
admired our style.
Mhm.
Because how we pushed up on, we pulling out 2 straps apiece, all of us. Like, what the fuck y'all talking about? You
Mhm.
know? And that's what brought us together
Mhm.
with the 60s. And from that point on, we started running together.
Mhm. That incident let you mean running together. What you mean running together?
That was the stepping stone for us doing our Crip thing together. We started going in their neighborhood, hanging out.
Okay.
I'm hanging out on
Okay.
I'm hanging out on Florence 11 Ave every day. Damn
Mhm.
near every day.
Wasn't none down there too, Beak?
no, not that non. It was Craig Bang.
Oh, Crip.
That
Okay.
non.
Okay.
Lil Bam from the Trey, non from the Trey,
Yeah.
Craig Bang. Cause Lil Bam is messing with one of their #1 homegirls, home queens. You know, I don't use the homegirl term, home queen.
Yeah.
Rona. Lil
Okay.
Bam messing with her, Craig Bang, non messing with Lorraine, they homegirl. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We up in there. We fucking with the 60s now. Because they love us. You know, they respect us. They love our get out, you know?
Okay.
And I think I get out when we approached them, my introduction to let them know this is Hoover Crip.
Yeah.
It's the stepping stone that made them hurry up and get their structure right.
Okay.
And so we start hanging out there. We hanging out, me anyway. I'm hanging out on 11th Ave in Florence all throughout the week. Okay, I'm gonna bring stuff
all
up.
throughout, just frequent, damn near every day.
Yeah, frequent. And so I'm gonna bring stuff up to date right now as we speak. Just like they just put out the video just last week.
6 Trey Hoover rumor is what they because I mentioned there was before 60s was 60s, there was 6 Trey Hoovers right there. Right. So they put out a video saying that's a rumor.
That's a rumor. But the thing about it, my problem is that's a lie. It was 6 Trey Hoovers. It ain't Keystone's fault. I ain't got nothing against Keystone. Right. You know, I should know but love regards to him. But they just put that interview out on him, and he said that 6 Trey Hoovers is a rumor. That ain't no rumor. That's facts. That's the truth.
He said there was 6 Trey Hoovers, but it was only one. Wayne.
He talking about Black Wayne, but let me get
so man, if it's 1 or 100, 6 Trey Hoovers over there. But did you know Black Wayne?
I basically raised him, man. I grew up with him. Black Wayne stayed on 82nd and Main. He was one of the 81st Street boys, man. Black Wayne was a hustling player all his life. He's a hustling player right now. His affiliation with Hoover'Z is because he grew up with us. He never claimed Hoover. Here, he was a hustling player. He was all about money. He's about money right now. I just saw him at a funeral about a month ago. But to counteract what Keystone saying that he only brought up Wayne, but Wayne was never a Hoover. You know, we all got hustlers and players from all neighborhood Crips and Bloods.
That's right.
Wayne was just one of them hustling players from the Hoover neighborhood.
Got you.
You know, it's a difference between a hustler and hustlers and players and gangsters.
Game bangers.
You know, hustlers and players shoot dice.
Yeah.
Gangsters shoot bullets, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Wayne wasn't shooting no bullets like that. That's the totally different. So the bottom line, my beef is with the 60s right now. It's not a beef.
Yeah, let's correct that. Yeah, right.
I ain't got nothing against Keystone. He said what he said. I'm just saying what
I
said.
Well, let me jump in there. How can it be a debate if what you're talking is facts?
Well,
I mean,
but I'm quite sure.
How are we debating facts?
But I'm saying after this interview, I'm quite sure they're gonna respond. But I bet the right people won't respond. But I'm gonna get.
What do you mean by that? The right people.
I'm gonna get to that. Who started the 6 Trey? Who was from 60s?
Who is that?
The man, 2 people who started.
Is it? Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. But anyway, man, ain't got nothing against Keystone. He
right. It's all respect, man.
But my response, how can you turn a tumor into a rumor, man? That shit was in existence. 6 Trey who appeared.
Okay, now you just told me you was gonna tell me or us who these 2 individuals were from that started 60s.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. They're gonna be shot.
This is nothing, but see, this is not disrespect. We're talking about history. We're talking about history, bro. That's it. That's all. So again,
we just chopping up realism, man. Because
you ain't trying to ruffle no feathers, man.
Hey, bro, you know how meticulous and serious I am about history.
I know how you get out.
Because I write books. I don't play with history. I don't speak on other people's history.
That's right.
But I don't like the fact people can just arbitrarily dispel this and shoot that to the left.
Change the narrative of our history.
Put twists and spins on shit like you can't arbitrarily play with history like that. And that's what they doing with the 6 Trey Hoover thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you who started them. You know, I'm taking a bodacious approach about this because it's the truth. I'm gonna see if they gonna respond. I got nothing but love. I mean, the last time we deported, I had love for them. They from 60s. I'm from Hoover, but they from 60s. We ran together. And we went to the Coolie Cools, tore up shit, tore up these streets. But look, before I tell you these 2 names who started the 6 Trey Hoovers from 60s, before I tell you these 2 names, man, we done a lot together, man, with them cats, man. From the
Yeah.
day I met these 60s, when they was coming into existence in 73, I ran and messed with them dudes for 5 years, from 73 to 78.
Mm.
It ended in 78 when I had my Green Deuce in the quarter. I'm going on 65th. I'm leaving 11th Ave in Florence now. I'm hanging out on 65th and West Boulevard.
78.
Huh?
In 1978.
78.
Okay.
From 73 to 78, I fucking with 60.
All right.
We running together.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, at that time, did the 6 Straight Hoovers still exist, or they had played
I'm
out?
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. See, because when Keystone came with that interview, not that he done nothing wrong or bad.
Right.
Shit. He's just speaking his mind,
his opinion.
Yeah. So damn, I'm finna lose my train of thought, man. So much of this history. But anyway,
The 6 Straight Hoovers, you were going on 11th Ave over there somewhere.
Then I start hanging on 65th and West Boulevard.
Okay.
Over they loved one from 60s, a Bayard. He messing with him and his girl Yvette living together. Me, little Bay, all the Hoovers, we over there. We went.
What's his name? Bayard.
Yeah, Bayard.
Okay.
Yeah, he living with his girl at their spot. I'm hanging out over there every day. Then before that, I'm leaving like I'm bringing something else in the equation, which is their homeboy, which is Raymond Potts, who started the 6-5 neighborhoods off of Normandy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's their branch and connection. Man, I'm going up by Raymond Potts' house back in the early 70s every Saturday on the 10 speed, strapped with a gauge on the handlebars, trying to avoid the police. I'm going to meet up with the 60s when they number one hitters. He's one they know was Anthony Hatchett, been in the coma all these years. Fucking Saturday, I'm there. I ain't missed the weekend. You know, this how tight I'm running with the 60s in the Hoover'Z, you know. But anyway, bro, it's just such a long story, man. You know, for individuals to say wasn't no 6 Straight Hoovers, y'all know it was. And I'm finna put y'all founders out there, you know, because it ain't nothing but love and honor on mine. I'm gonna see it's gonna be love and honor on y'all end. But the bottom line, after this interview, I know a lot of 60s don't want to hear about it with 6 Straight. Who y'all pride is in the way? Because see, pride to kill your ass. Pride to have you say the wrong thing and not admit to the wrong thing and always do that stupid stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, after this interview, don't get in the comment section question me about nothing. I'm gonna tell you, your two homeboys, your founders, you question them what the starting lineup was, who was the 6 Straight Hoovers. And a matter of fact, y'all throwing numbers in the comment section since Keystone put that video out last week, that interview.
Kev Mack put the video out.
Yeah,
Keystone was interviewing.
Yeah, Keystone was in it.
Yeah.
So, but they throwing numbers out. Oh, it wasn't no 6 Straight Hoovers in 74, 75. Of course it wasn't. I'm gonna tell you when the 6 Straight Hoovers came out. Came out in 1976. And your two homeboys who started the 6 Straight Hoovers, ask Big Rick. Ask Babyface. Them the ones who started 6 Straight Hoovers. My Creep was around. He was in and out. I don't know if he was in jail at the time. Don't get in the comment section. Ask me nothing about no 6 Straight Hoovers. Ask your loved ones, your homeboys that I consider my homeboys really. You ask Big Rick and Babyface from 60s. They the ones started 6 Straight Hoovers. Damn. During this time when it started, I got a white 6 Straight. Me and Rick, we just changed a car seat. I got his Continental car seat, was burgundy and white. I traded my blue diamond to Big Rick. During this time, Babyface, they finna blow up you and Rick phone. Your homeboys, yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, because y'all supposed to step up and rectify this stuff.
Set the history straight.
Set the history straight.
Okay.
But look, Babyface, remember, in 76, the same couple of days, within that same couple of days in 1976, when you and Rick started 6 Straight Hoovers, I ran into you at nighttime, early in the evening on Broadway in Florence, cross street from the Jack in the Box. You into it with AC, Pyru AC, Bobby Louie. He's trying to rush you. You backpedaling on him, trying to stand your ground. This right after Salty from Compton got killed, bro. I'm right there sitting in my 6 Straight with my stepbrother, eating on a burger or something. I noticed you. I jumped out. Just during the time when y'all started 6 Straight, you claiming 6 Straight Hoover at this time. I ran over there to your rescue, bro, and asked you, who's this person, this and that. They, AC, that Babyface get into it with. He got a tailor-made Pyru hat on, red and white hat on. Then his homeboy, they was in Fleetwood. I think they was in 2 Fleetwoods. This right after Salty got killed. This is what all this shit was about. So I told Babyface, look, man, I'll be right back. I went up 5 blocks up the block, got by 25 long. When we came back strapped, they was gone. Everything was gone. But I'm just bringing that up example. This was 6 Straight Hoover was out. And then when 6 Straight Hoover came out, we didn't actually ask the 60s to start 6 Straight. They done it on their own, bro. That's how much they admired us. And then when they done
it, had nothing to do with Wayne.
They have when it's not even a factor in this.
Okay, shit. Got you.
It's not even a factor, bro. And like I say, man, hustling players shoot dice, gangsters shoot bullets, bro. So Wayne is not a factor, bro. But when the 60s did come out with the 6 Straight Hoover, bro, you looked on the west side, it looked like a whole different city. You know why? Man, they graffiti every wall on the west side was lit up with 6 Straight Hoovers, bro. The very next day when they came up out of it. So whatever they respond, it is what it is.
Okay.
I ain't got no animosity against them. I'm not angry. But I you know, like I say, I met Big Rick and Babyface on love, loyalty, and honor. And I hope they
so
respond.
keep it that. Yeah.
They reciprocate that same love and honor and do the right thing and say the right thing. If not, I'm moving on, bro, because I'm not gonna be on this microphone.
Back and forth,
getting engaged into no words and turn it to no paper tiger over this microphone. Whatever y'all say, that's what it is.
Then that's what it is.
You'll never hear me speak on it again.
Likewise, and I just want to say, man, this is about history, man. This is about history, origins and history. That's it. That's all. I'm not looking to upset nobody's card, you know, make somebody look bad, man. I'm just delving into the history, man. This is part of Hoover history, and it need to be discussed. By the same token, the 9-0 issue has to be discussed.
Exactly.
Because that's Hoover history.
Yeah.
The Menlos. The Menlos.
All that got to be discussed.
It got to be discussed. This is all Hoover history, man. So, you know, like the homeboy saying, and I'm gonna say it, I don't know, but if it's about feelings, get out your feelings, man, and let's just have this discussion, man, about history. That could be Hoover history. That's what we talking about. Y'all talk about 60 history. That's y'all business. Right. You know, I don't have nothing against that. I don't have nothing to say about that. But when it comes to Hoover history, I'm gonna have something to say about that. Exactly. All right. So yeah, man, I'm glad that's out the way. You know, enough said. You know,
I'm just waiting on the response now.
Oh yeah, it's gonna come. What that time look like, brother? 1:20? Oh shit, we got about let's do 10 more minutes on this, man. I want to hit you, man, with something. Well, I just brought it up, the 9-0 question, and I've had this conversation with a few homeboys, and it seems to me a lot of homeboys want to ignore that section or that sector of the Hoover history, man. And I'm telling you, you can't do that. What's your take on that?
Don't do it. I know. I said don't dispel or deny the history.
Yeah, that's what you mean by don't do it. Because I'm about to say, I don't do it to you, but
no.
In other words, it has to be spoken on. It has to be,
revealed, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They
were Hoovers. They were Hoovers.
Exactly.
Period, point blank.
You know, we don't talk to a few of them.
Yeah.
They was proud it was Hoovers.
Love and respect, man. You know who you is, man. You know, love and respect, man. Hope to have you on Get Down soon.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly, man. But you know, the truth hurt, bro. And shit, man. Individuals need to grow up, man. Man up on a lot of stuff, man. Stop getting.
And that's how we'll be able to get to quicker, or we'll be able to get to that point we need to be at, where a lot of shit can be brought to the table, man. We have these discussions and do away with a lot of bullshit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I had these discussions. I think these discussions are important, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point, that juncture. So the 9-0 question, man, to me it's not a question, but 9-0 history will be discussed on the platform, along with Menlo, Gangster Crips, or neighborhood. They neighborhoods now, right? I think, yeah, you know, but you know,
it's hard.
Yeah.
This gang activity shit, man.
Okay. Yeah. We're about to wrap it up, man. I want to hit you with something, man. Again, this is, you know, man, this is pivotal, and I'm glad I got you back, man. I thought it was gonna be another 2-3 months, man, before I saw you, man. But see, look again, right quick. This is a part of Defying These Odds, man. You know, this is part of that Get Down, man. This is gonna be the name of this, man. But your shout outs, man, go out to who?
I just want to say this is in my book. I don't need this, man. Oh man, in conclusion, number love to everybody, man. 7-4 out the door. 8 Trey hanging low. 9 Deuce kick him loose. 107 taking them heaven.
There it is there. Now, man, look. I did want to get at you, but we already had that discussion. You understand what this platform is about, man. So, you know, some people want to say it's not education.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They don't, you know.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah, can't please everybody, man. One thing you're not going to see on here, though, is a lot of disrespect. You know, a lot of reactionary shit, man. That type of thing, man, that you see like cats doing. We're not doing that. You know, shouts out right quick, man. First, man, go check out Black Republic Apparel. That's the homeboy, Tiny Crow, right? Yeah, some nice fits, man. He got it going on, man. It's worth looking at, man. Check him out, man. That's Black Republic Apparel. Shout out to China, man. Laylo, man. Much love, homeboy. How you do? OG Bam from Compton. Love you, homie. Keep it real, homie. Keep it real. Stay solid. Stump down. S-Mac and T-Rail back on Fig. H's, homies. Crazo from Raymond. I appreciate the communication, man. Love you for it, man. Respect you for it, man. And I hope we can get deeper into this little get down, man. You know, are trying to establish, you know, communication between each other, man. I'm looking forward to that. Milk 7-4. Keep doing what you're doing. Killer Wop, Harlem Crip 30s. What's up, love one? What's up, man? Holla at me. And Lil Spike from ETG. All love and respect, man. That go for all you guys, man. Look, man, to the family on the whole, man. Take care of each other, man. You know, take care of each other, man. And don't worry about nothing, man, but what needs to be worried about, what needs to be done. You can't handle it, man. Don't worry about it. You know, all love, man. You have been, you will be, you are under the groove. Trade folks, 7-11, the Deuce and the 9. You have been, you will be under the groove.
But we ain't game banging. This is about education. We trying to educate our youth right now, nigga. Hey. Said day is the best day. Skip walking across the floor in the best way. From Trey to the one way. It's a stump day. LA to the NY. Let this funk, you know, back in them days, it was love, loyalty, respect, and honesty. That's my nigga Gumby right there from the Deuce. That's my nigga Hooks and snitches put on pedestals and ventilators. Say lows on that Hoover shit. HIP, Tiny Moon, one of the hardest poets I ever heard connected with this star shit. Hey. Baby Jap and Jap 5, quick to set it off on the mic in the shack live. When the shit gets real and feel to the wheel, and then you will see sitting up in that motherfucker, looking at that light center, that death center.
Then they run into the witness stand, yelling on their own homeboys.
Hoover'Z stomp, like this. Hoover'Z stomp.
I know trouble. I know how to start them.
I'm a New York nigga in the Pacific Sun. I say West Side Hoover if you ask where I'm from. Province California runs, still infusing my lungs. All about my bread. I ain't leaving.
Understand the end game. What's your end game? What's your purpose?
Keep one in the head, or I don't need a gun. I'm with Hawk on Hoover Street with a low rider's jump. Hopping down Figueroa with a wholesale and cut. Grooving like this, come second to none. Grooving like Scone Young, grooving like Booker Bone. I'm bad to the bone.